I don't know who will find this, maybe no one, maybe my son. But if you're reading this, I'm probably already gone. Not lost, just done. This story isn't about dying. It's about how I lived. And the one woman I couldn't forget, even when she disappeared. I wasn't planning to write any of this down, not until I woke up again on that same wooden bench by the sea, breath shallow, shirt stuck to my back, and the world spinning slower than usual. The same spot where she used to bring me coffee in the mornings. Too hot for coffee, I used to grumble, and she'd laugh. You too hot. Coffee good. That's how she was. Playful, simple, sure. I'd chuckle, sip it anyway, and tell her your trouble. She'd flash that smile and say, you love trouble. And I did. God help me, I did. I came to Thailand to get better. Doctors told me I had maybe a few good years left if I stayed off the stress, the salt, the sadness. What they didn't say was how damn loud the quiet can get when you've got no one to come home to. Phuket was supposed to be peace, and for a while, it was. Then came her, and then came the crash. So I'm writing this because I don't want to be just another old man who died alone in a foreign country. I want someone, anyone, to know what really happened before I faded. Not for justice, not even for closure, just truth. Because after all the noise, the flights, the money, the lies, I think truth might be the only thing left that ever really mattered. I remember the way the light hit her hair that evening. Soft, golden, like something you'd see on a postcard. We were sitting at our usual spot at the beach cafe in Qatar, our bare feet digging into warm sand, and she reached over, touched my hand and said, "You happy now?" I nodded. "Yeah, I really think I am." She leaned in, kissed my shoulder, and whispered, "Forever, okay?" I looked at her, not smiling, not joking, just holding her eyes. "You mean that?" She nodded, her fingers wrapping around mine. "Forever." I wanted to believe it. Hell, in that moment I did. I remember thinking, this is it. This is what it's all supposed to feel like. The smell of grilled fish drifted from the stall behind us, mixed with the salty breeze. A guitar played softly somewhere down the sand. "You want coconut juice?" she asked. I laughed. "Is that even a question?" She stood up, hips swaying just a little, and walked to the counter. I watched every step like a fool who didn't think he could feel this way again. When she came back and handed it to me, she sat close, real close, her knee against mine. "You not like others," she said. I took a sip. "No?" She shook her head. "You not drunk, not loud, not angry, you kind, you soft heart." I didn't know what to say to that. So I just smiled, stared at the sea and said, "Maybe I was waiting to meet someone who saw it." She rested her head on my shoulder. "I see you." That's when I knew. I didn't need to keep running. I'd found something. Someone. "You?" "No," I said. "I'm not rich, I don't have a yacht or pension checks falling from the sky." She tilted her head. "I not want yacht, I want calm." "Well," I said, "then we're two calm people trying to stay afloat." She giggled. "You silly." I thought about how different this felt. Back home, everything was sharp, fast, loud. Here I was breathing again. Not just existing, breathing. I reached into my bag and pulled out a small notebook. "What you write?" she asked. "Memories," I said. "I write the good ones. Now," she pointed to the page. "Write this one, sunset, me, coconut." I smiled. "Don't forget the jasmine tea in the morning." Her eyes lit up. "You remember." "How could I forget?" "You wait for me every morning with it." She leaned in again. "Because I want your day start happy." "It does," I whispered. "Every day with you feels like that." She looked down. "I never think I meet man like you." "Why?" I asked. "What do you see in me?" She paused. "You not want young girl. You not play. You stay. You listen." I ran a hand through my thinning hair. "I'm not exactly a prize, you know," she shrugged. "You my prize?" I almost cried, not from sadness, from relief. Relief that maybe, just maybe, I wasn't too late to feel this again. We finished our drinks in silence. just listening to the waves and each other's breath. When we walked back to my bungalow, hand in hand, she stopped by the little gate and turned to me. "Oh, you want ice stay?" I stared at her for a moment. "Only if it's what you want." She didn't answer. She just walked past me, barefoot on the tile floor, straight to the kettle. "You want tea before bed?" I laughed. "Yeah. Let's keep the tradition alive." That night, lying beside her, I watched her sleep. Her hair fanned out on my pillow, her breath slow, steady. I thought of all the nights I'd slept alone, all the years spent convincing myself I didn't need anyone. And here she was, soft and present. I wanted to freeze time, just keep things exactly as they were. I rolled onto my side, placed a hand on her back, and whispered, "Please don't go anywhere." I wasn't sure if she heard, but she reached for my hand and held it tight. And for the first time in a long, long time, I felt like someone meant it. I didn't plan it. Not really. I didn't sit there in my recliner one day and say, "You know what? Let's blow up everything and fly to Thailand." But maybe I should have seen it coming. After Linda left, my second wife, I felt like I was just passing time, not living it. The house felt colder. The couch sagged more. And my son? He hadn't called in 3 years. Last thing he said to me was, "You don't even try." Maybe he was right. I'd stopped trying, stopped caring. What now? I remember asking myself one night, scrolling through YouTube with a beer in my hand. I saw a video, some guy with a grey beard and sunglasses riding a scooter in Chiang. My smiling like life had started over for him. Something about it stuck. That night I Googled cheap flights to Asia. I didn't think about what I was running from until the plane was halfway across the Pacific. "You move here for holiday?" the immigration officer asked. "No," I said. "I think I'm moving here for good." He chuckled. "Good luck, sir." It wasn't luck I was looking for, just silence, just space. And I found it, for a while. I spent the first few weeks wandering aimlessly through Phuket, markets, temples, cheap food stalls. The heat was unbearable at first. I sweated through every shirt I owned. My stomach hated me. My legs ached. But there was something about the chaos, the smells, the noise that made me feel less alone. Like the world was still turning, even if I wasn't sure where I fit anymore. And then came that night. I was at a market in Old Town, lights strung overhead. I remember the scent of grilled squid and sweet mango. I was looking for a charger, I think. My phone had died. I stood there, confused, holding a tangled mess of cords, when a voice behind me said, "You need help?" I turned and saw her. Small frame, dark eyes, hair pulled back with a yellow clip. "I think I bought the wrong thing," I said, holding up the plug. She laughed. "No Thai plug, you need this." She reached over to another table, picked the right one, handed it to me. 50 baht. He charged you 80. Don't pay. I laughed. "You saved me already. You not from here." "That obvious, huh?" "Very obvious," she smiled. "Come, I walk you to Tuk Tuk." I hesitated but followed. Her pace was quick. "You stay long?" "I'm not sure." "Alone?" "Yeah." She looked at me and nodded. "Many come alone. Some stay, some cry, some happy. Which one do you think I'll be?" She smiled. "I think maybe second, then maybe happy." I laughed. "That's honest." She shrugged. "I honest, girl." When we reached the corner, she pointed to the tuk-tuk. "Go here, safe, not cheat." I dug into my pocket, handed the driver some bills. Before I stepped in, I turned to her. "Can I buy you a coffee sometime?" She tilted her head. "You like Thai coffee?" "I don't know yet." "Then maybe yes." She smiled and walked off. The next morning I went back to that same corner, hoping she'd be there. She was, waiting. "You come," she said. "So you want to learn Thai coffee?" I nodded. "I want to learn a lot of things." We sat on a low plastic bench. She ordered something dark, bitter, with way too much sugar. "This is real Thai," she said, "and strong like you need." "You think I need it strong?" "You look tired, but your eyes still want something." I didn't know what to say, so I drank. It was awful. I smiled anyway. She watched me. "You not tell your name?" "Michael," I said. but everyone calls me Mike. I'm Noi. I reached out. She shook my hand softly. That's how it started. A handshake. A wrong charger. A bitter cup of coffee. It wasn't a love story, not then. It was something quieter. Something I hadn't felt in years. I didn't realize how empty I'd been until someone offered to sit beside me. And she did. Every day after that. Coffee, small walks, no pressure. No questions about my past. No judgment, just presence. And I started to feel less invisible. One night I told her, I haven't felt this calm in a long time. She didn't say anything, just smiled and poured more tea. Maybe she knew I wasn't ready to talk about the things I left behind. The house I sold, the photos I boxed up, the voicemail I never responded to. I told myself this was a fresh start. But now looking back, I wonder if it was just another escape. Another story I tried to write too fast. We fell into it like people who'd already been doing it for years. Every morning she'd nudge me with her elbow. Wake up, sun already up. I'd groan, roll over, and mutter something about retirement, meaning sleeping in. She'd laugh and toss the blanket off. Old man need walk, not die in bed. I'd throw on a shirt, slide into my sandals, and follow her out onto the quiet dirt path behind the bungalow. Lemongrass lined the edge. We planted it ourselves, her idea. Smell good. Keep snakes away, she'd said. I didn't care about the snakes. I liked watching her kneel in the dirt, humming softly, hands working the soil like she was tucking in babies. On our way back from the walk, she'd tug my arm toward the fruit stand. You picked banana today. Why me? Because last time you say I picked green one. I smirked. You hold grudges, huh? Only when banana bad. We'd laugh, and then we'd haggle gently with the vendor who already knew we were coming. One morning I handed her the change and said, You run this house now, don't you? She raised an eyebrow. Not your house. I paused. Maybe it's ours. She didn't answer, but the next day she moved a pair of her flip-flops beside mine by the door. That afternoon we painted the outside wall of the bungalow. She picked yellow. Bright, like you feel now. You think I feel bright? You not cry and sleep anymore. I froze. You heard that? Every night. I dipped the brush again, slower this time. Why didn't you say something? Because you stopped now, that enough. It hit me harder than I expected. Not the fact that I cried, God knows that's nothing new, but that someone noticed, stayed, and didn't use it against me. She never asked for anything, not once. I was the one who offered the scooter. I just don't want you walking all the way to the market. I strong, she replied. Yeah, but I worry. She squinted at me. You give me because you want care, or because you want control? Care, I said a little too fast. You sure? Yes, I just want you to feel safe. She leaned in, kissed my cheek, and whispered, Okay, I believe you. That night I found her brushing her hair by the mirror. She glanced at me through the glass. You not like others. What do you mean? Other Farang. They come. They go. They give things, then ask things. You just stay. I don't want to go anywhere. Even when I know pretty no more? I walked over, placed a hand on her shoulder. You're already everything I never thought I'd get again. She held my gaze. Then maybe I stay too. She started leaving little things. A comb in the drawer, her blouse on the chair, one of her earrings in the bathroom. I didn't question it. I liked it. I wanted her to feel at home because it was starting to feel like mine again. One night as we sat on the porch watching the rain, I said, You ever think about marriage? She didn't look at me, just sipped her tea. Maybe you think about it. I think about waking up to you every day. If marriage keeps that going, then yeah, I think about it. She smiled without turning. Maybe we already married, just no paper. I reached for her hand. You okay with that? You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Silence fell, but it wasn't heavy. It was the kind that feels like breathing. The kind I hadn't had in years. I found myself rearranging drawers to make space for her. Not just her things, but her presence. I noticed I stopped double locking the front door. I stopped checking my bank app every morning. I stopped needing to prove something to myself. One afternoon, she caught me staring at her while she chopped garlic. What? She said. Nothing. just thinking how lucky I got. You crazy. Probably. She looked at me. You want this life, really? Yeah, I do. Then don't mess it up. I'll try not to. She went back to chopping. Try hard. I did try. I started making plans again. Asked about maybe getting a small dog. Talked about redoing the bedroom. She laughed. You already think we live here forever. Don't. We? Maybe, she said. If you not make me angry? So I just have to stay quiet and buy bananas? She laughed. And give foot massage. I grinned. Deal. Looking back now, I can see how badly I needed that feeling of building something, of sharing. But maybe I held it too tightly. Maybe I started depending on it more than I should have. But in those moments, with her beside me, jasmine tea steaming on the table, lemongrass swaying in the breeze, I honestly thought I'd found my ending. And for a while it felt like she did too. I woke up alone. The pillow beside me was cold, untouched. I sat up slowly, blinked at the sunlight pushing through the curtains, and listened. No kettle boiling, no soft humming from the garden. No wake, up lazy, just silence. I walked through the bungalow barefoot. Her shoes were still by the door, her helmet hung on the hook. Her little pouch with coins and keys sat on the table. Her phone was on the charger, screen black. I checked the bathroom empty, kitchen empty. I opened the back door, called out, nothing, my chest tightened. Maybe she went to the shop, I muttered, or the temple or something. But I knew she never left without her phone, not once. I waited an hour, then another. I walked to Auntie Nim's shop by the corner. You see Noi this morning? She shook her head. No, not today. Yesterday? She buy mango, maybe 6 o'clock. Did she say anything? Like where she was going? No. I forced a smile. Okay, thank you. I walked the loop 3 times, hoping she'd turn the corner. I texted, called, nothing. By nightfall, I was pacing the floor. Maybe an emergency, I whispered. Family, a sick cousin. Maybe she forgot her phone. I barely slept. Every creak in the walls made me jump. In the morning, I went to the tuk-tuk stand. You drive her yesterday? The man squinted. No. Long time no see her. I checked the hospital just in case. I didn't have her ID, didn't know her real last name. I sat on the porch, head in my hands, and whispered, please be okay. When the second night fell, I started blaming myself. Had I said something? Was I too comfortable? Too old? I tried to remember our last conversation. She told me the fish I grilled was too salty. I joked and said, then you cook next time. She laughed. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't anything. On the third morning, I was boiling water for tea when the gate creaked. I turned, heart racing. She walked in like it was just another Tuesday, a small plastic bag in one hand, flip-flops dusty. You okay? I asked. She smiled, set the bag on the table. I bring you sweets. Where were you? My sister call me. She have baby. You didn't take your phone. No charger, no battery. I checked hospitals, I asked people. She looked at me confused. Why? Because you disappeared, Noi, 2 days, nothing. She touched my arm. Sorry, I think you okay. You strong. That's not the point. I back. Tao, no problem, okay? She leaned in, kissed my cheek. You want sweet rice? My mouth opened, but nothing came out. I wanted to yell, ask more questions, demand something. But instead I said, yeah, sure. That night, she curled up, beside me, back turned. I stared at the ceiling. The fan spun slow. Her breathing was even, calm, like nothing had changed. I whispered, you still with me? I hear. No, I mean, really. She didn't answer, just pulled the blanket up. I reached for her hand under the covers. She let me, but didn't squeeze back. Something was gone. I couldn't name it, couldn't point to a moment it left. But I felt it. The silence between us was different now, heavy, slippery. I tried to ignore it, told myself she just needed time, family emergency. It's normal. But deep down, A question kept spinning. If someone disappears without a word and comes back smiling, who are they when they return? She was slicing mango when she asked it. You want me to come America with you someday? I looked up from my tea, caught off guard. What brought that on? She shrugged. Maybe one day you miss your home, maybe I come with you. I took a breath. I haven't thought that far ahead. But maybe, I said. Her eyes softened. I never see snow before. I smiled. You'd hate it. Too cold. But you hold me warm, yes? I laughed. Deal. After that, something shifted. She started brushing my hair in the morning, folding my shirts tighter, bringing little gifts from the market. This bracelet looked like sea, like us. You're spoiling me, I said. No, you spoil me. She kissed my cheek. I won't be good for you. The warmth was back. Whatever distance there was after she disappeared, it melted. She even started calling the bungalow our little house. One evening we were watching old Thai soap operas on the floor when she nudged me. You think we go America? What I need? A visa, I said. Tourist, maybe. You help me? With what? Paper. I'm not good with form. Sure, I can help. She smiled, hugged me and whispered, Thank you. I lucky I meet you. The next day, she pulled out a folder with some papers. This my ID, school paper, birth paper. Good? I skimmed through. Most of it looked legit. I couldn't read half of it. Looks fine to me. Can we try for next month? You in a rush? She hesitated. My aunt planned family. Thing in US, I want try go same time. Where in the US? California, she said. She have restaurant. You never mentioned her before. We not close, but now we talk again. Maybe she help. I stared at her. She shifted. You don't believe me? No, I didn't say that. I just want see your world. I think you want same. I do. And I meant it. The idea of walking into a diner back home with her by my side, it lit something in me. A quiet hope. That night, she brought home dinner and placed it on the table like a celebration. To new dream, she said. To our dream, I replied. But when I offered to come with her to the immigration office, she froze. Better you no come. Why not? They confuse. See, old man, think I lie. What do you mean? They think I want visa because of you. Maybe they say no. I go alone, simple story. Just tourist, I not say I have boyfriend. So you'll lie on the form? Not lie. Just not tell everything. My chest tightened. You're sure that's how it works? I know people do same. I leaned back. I don't like lying. It not lie, just protect plan. Still feels wrong. If you not want help, I stop. Her voice dropped. I just thought you support me. I do, I just don't want to be stupid about it. You call me liar now? No, I just want to do this right. She stood. Okay, I do. Alone. Wait, Noi, you know trust me. I stayed quiet. She picked up the papers and walked to the back room. I stared at my tea, hands shaking. Maybe she was right. Maybe I was overthinking. But something about how quickly the warmth returned, how perfectly timed it all felt, it bothered me. Still, I told myself, she's never asked for money, never used me, she's here every day. The next morning she kissed me on the forehead. I sorry. I go office tomorrow, you wait, okay? Okay. We try. Maybe work. Yeah. Maybe. I watched her walk out the gate, documents in her purse, and for the first time, I wondered who else had helped her with dreams before me. The kettle was still warm when I noticed the silence. No footsteps, no drawer opening, no humming in the kitchen. I walked room to room calling her name, but the place was hollow. Her sandals were gone. Her small purse, the one with the yellow strap, missing. Her clothes, too. Even the bracelet I bought her from the night market, the one she said reminded her of the ocean, wasn't on the windowsill where she always left it. I checked her phone. Dead. Charger still plugged in. The pit in my stomach turned heavy. Noi? I whispered like a fool, as if she might answer from behind the curtain or step out of the shower laughing, but the air was too still. I opened. The gate walked to Auntie Nim's. "You see Noi today?" She looked up from the vegetables. "No, maybe go to Bangkok." "Did she tell you that?" "No, just guess. She no come yesterday too." I forced a smile, nodded, walked away. My chest tightened with every step back. This wasn't like the last time. There was no toothbrush, no folded t-shirt, no excuse about her sister. This was empty. Final. That night, I barely slept. I stared at the ceiling fan spinning shadows across the wall. My mind kept replaying everything. The visa talk, her sudden sweetness, that last kiss on my forehead. "We try, maybe work." That's what she'd said. I called every number I had for her, nothing. Sent a dozen texts. "Are you safe? Please talk to me. I just want to know you're okay." Days passed. I visited every cafe we used to sit at. Asked the tuk-tuk drivers if they'd seen her. Most just shrugged. One said, "Maybe she'd travel." They do that. I wanted to punch him. Instead, I nodded and walked away. By the fifth day, a man I didn't recognize showed up at the gate. Late 20s, slick hair, carrying a motorbike helmet. "You Mike?" "Yeah, I cousin of Noi." "Where is she?" "Bangkok. Job training." "She go quick." "Why? Didn't she tell me?" He shrugged. "She forget maybe." "Did she say when she's coming back?" "Don't know, maybe 2 week. She busy." "She's not answering her phone." "She busy," he said again, this time firmer. I stared at him. "How do I know you're really her cousin?" "She say give you this." He pulled a folded receipt from his pocket. It was for the mango sticky rice place we went to last week. Her handwriting was on the back. "I okay, don't worry." That was it. No name, no number, no goodbye. Just a sentence on a receipt. After he left, I stared at the note until my eyes blurred. I knew something was off. I felt it in my bones. But I still needed to believe her. I needed it to be real. I needed her to come back. I waited 2 more days. Then I went to the immigration office. "Hi, I'm trying to check on an appointment for a visa application for my girlfriend." "Name?" I gave it. The officer typed for a while. "There's no record of this person submitting anything this month." "She had an appointment last week. We have no visa application under that name. Could she have used another name?" "Sir, we don't have anyone with that information." I nodded, thanked her, walked out into the heat. That's when it broke. I stood on the sidewalk while scooters flew past, horns blaring, sweat rolling. Down my back, and I whispered, "There is no visa." I said it again, louder this time. There was never a damn visa. People stared. I didn't care. I sat on the bench outside the building for an hour. I must have looked like a statue. What else had been a lie? The aunt in California, the papers, the conversations about snow. My heart didn't crash all at once. It cracked slowly, like it was trying to hold out just a little longer in case I was wrong, in case she was coming back. But I knew. Somewhere. In me, I knew the moment I woke up alone. There was no plan, just me and what I could give. I wrote 3 letters that week. 1 to her, 1 to my son, 1 to myself. I folded them carefully, sealed them, and placed them inside the drawer beside the bed. Hers still. I never mailed them. I didn't even write the addresses. I just needed to put words somewhere because my head wouldn't stop. The one to her started with Y. I scratched it out. Wrote, "I hope you're safe." Scratched that out too. Then, finally, "I wish you'd said goodbye." I told her the house still smelled like her soap, that her flip-flops by the back door had started collecting dust, but I couldn't bring myself to move them, that I still kept water boiling every morning like she might walk in and ask for tea. That I left the gate open for 2 days in case she was too shy to knock. I told her I missed her voice saying "old man" when I grumbled about the heat, and that I didn't believe anything the cousin said. That maybe she really did have a job in Bangkok, or maybe I just wanted to believe she did. I wrote until my fingers cramped. Then I folded the paper and left it on the nightstand. I stared at it every morning like it might change. The letter to my son was harder. I hadn't spoken to him in 4 years. "I'm okay," I started. That was a lie, I scratched it out. I met someone, I tried next, but I couldn't finish the sentence. What was I supposed to say? That she was gone now, that I'd built a life with someone who might have never meant a word she said? I ended up writing, "I'm sorry." That was it. 2 words. I read them over and over again. I think I meant more than one thing. I didn't send that one either. Maybe I should have. Maybe that was the only one worth mailing. The letter to myself was the messiest. I filled 3 pages. What were you thinking? You knew it wasn't perfect. Why did you ignore the signs? But somewhere between blame and shame, I wrote something that stuck. You didn't love her, you loved the feeling. That one hurt, because it felt true. Maybe I'd been chasing comfort more than connection. Maybe I wanted a woman who made me feel alive again more than I wanted the truth of who she really was. Maybe I needed her to be everything because I'd already lost too much. I folded that letter and shoved it into the back of the drawer behind my passport. That night, I sat in the kitchen staring at the half-finished wall painting she started. Yellow flowers, bright and soft. She never finished the corner. Said, "Tomorrow I finish this one. Too sleepy now." That tomorrow never came. The paintbrush was still in the basket, dry and brittle. I didn't touch it, couldn't. Every corner of the house held her ghost. The lemongrass in the garden had overgrown. I didn't trim it. I liked seeing the mess. Her mess. The way she'd hum while clipping it. The half-open drawer in the bathroom, with her hair ties still in it. The mug she insisted was hers only, with the cracked rim. I didn't clean it. I just sat in the silence she left behind, hoping maybe the stillness would give me answers. But it didn't. All I had was the echo of her laugh in the hallway and the quiet clink of bangles I'd never hear again. And in that quiet, I finally asked myself what I never wanted to. Was I ever really loved, or was I just convenient? And then I whispered something even worse. Maybe both. I blacked out at the corner shop. One minute I was reaching for a water bottle. The next I was on the ground, my ears ringing, the world spinning like a slow ceiling fan. "Mike, okay?" someone shouted. Hands pulled me up. A boy I didn't recognize fanned my face with a cardboard. Sign. Auntie Nim pressed a cold cloth to my neck. "You eat today?" I tried to nod. Maybe not enough. They brought me to the clinic. I sat on a rusted bench while the nurse checked my pulse. "No insurance?" she asked. "Not anymore," I muttered. "Blood pressure very low," she said. "You rest more, drink water, no stress." I smiled. Too late for that last one. I walked home slow, like my bones were deciding whether they still believed in me. That evening, I stared at the scooter for a long time before listing it online. A young guy came with a helmet and handed me cash without asking questions. I watched him ride off and whispered, "Take care of her." So I started sleeping more, naps in the afternoon, early nights. Sometimes I'd wake up at 3 a.m. and just sit on the porch, letting the darkness wrap around me. I stopped writing. My journal sat half full on the table, pen still tucked inside. I'd open it, stare at the blank page, then close. It again. "Nothing new to say," I'd whisper. "Same story, still alone." The sea looked different lately, not softer, just farther away, like even the waves were pulling back. I kept the gate open, not for her anymore, for light, for air, for the chance that maybe anyone might walk in and say, "You matter." Some mornings I still thought about her, wondered if she ever walked past the house just to see if I was still here. Maybe she had someone new now, someone younger or richer or just better. One night I pulled out my phone and hit record. My voice cracked at the start. "If you're listening to this, I guess I didn't make it." I laughed, then coughed. "I'm not scared, just tired, real tired." I paused. "To my son, if you ever hear this, I'm sorry. I should have tried harder. I should have fought for more Sundays. I should have stayed longer at your games. I don't blame you for the silence. I earned it." I took a breath. "To Noi, I don't know what was real. Maybe none of it. Maybe all of it. But thank you. You made me feel like I had one last chapter, even if you tore the last page out." My throat tightened. To myself, I tried. I really did. I hit stop, saved the file, didn't name it, didn't send it. Just left it there like a note pinned to a door I couldn't open. I think I stopped needing her to come back the moment I realized I didn't recognize my own face in the mirror anymore. The man who came to Thailand was searching for peace. The man sitting here now just wanted to be remembered. That's all. Not forgiven, not praised, just remembered. And maybe if someone ever reads this or hears that recording, they'll think, he loved, he lost, he tried. And maybe that'll be enough. They probably rented the bungalow out already. Someone new will paint over the yellow flowers she started. They'll fix the loose tile by the sink I never got around to replacing. Her flip-flops are gone. My mug, too. Maybe the landlord threw them out. Maybe a cleaner swept the place, found a folded letter in the drawer, or scrolled through the audio file I never named. Maybe not. Maybe none of it mattered to anyone but me. I think about that now. Not the end, but the silence after. What stays? What's left behind when the body goes and all that's left is a story that may never get told unless someone, someday, stops to listen. I wonder if my son ever came across my name on a list, a death notice, an unclaimed box, or if he just went on living, never knowing I tried to reach him in the only way I knew how. Maybe he'll find this one day. If he does, I hope he reads it all the way through. I hope he hears my voice and not just the regret. I tried, son. I failed in ways I didn't understand until it was too late. But I loved you. Even from a distance, I did. That's all I could ever really say. I don't need to be remembered perfectly. I just want to be remembered honestly. As someone who searched. Someone who dared to believe even when the truth was clearer than I wanted to admit. Noi, if this ever reaches you, I hope you're safe. I hope you found whatever you were really chasing. And if you ever think of me, I hope you remember the mornings, not the mess, the lemongrass, the sweet rice. The way I looked at you like you were my final sunrise. I don't blame you, not anymore. We were both just reaching for something soft in a world that got too sharp. Maybe I was a fool for thinking it would last, but I wasn't a fool for feeling it. Even if it wasn't real for you, it was real for me. That matters. That has to matter. I died in a quiet place with the sea not far from my window. No ambulances, no cold metal, just breath and then no breath. And in that breath I think I let go of everything, the anger, the what-ifs, the ache that lived in the pit of my stomach since the day I woke up to silence. I forgave you, I forgave me. Maybe my body burned without ceremony. No flowers, no notice. But these words, they stayed. Somewhere, in a drawer, a cloud, a stranger's hands, maybe you. If you're still reading this, then I'm still here in some way. My name was Michael. I came to Thailand thinking I'd heal. I didn't, but I felt something, and that, in the end, was enough. Don't know who will find this. Maybe no one, maybe my son. But if you're still reading, then some part of me stayed. Thank you for that.